My name's Elsa Montez. I'm 18. I give Valhalla permission to use my interview for this project, and I understand that it will be displayed on YouTube.
Is America broken?
Yes, I think we're at a time with major financial crisis, and unemployment is really high in the United States right now.
And how do we fix it?
I think there's several things the government could do to help increase the job opportunities in the United States, especially in low-cost neighborhoods. Yeah.
Helen Bell, and I give permission, Valhalla permission to use my interview for this project, and I understand that it will be displayed on YouTube.
Is America broken?
Well, I don't know so much if America is broken. I think we're living in a changing world with globalization, and certainly I think it's not the place it used to be. What with inflation and unemployment, outsourcing jobs outside of America to people that don't need necessarily work visas, having amnesty for illegal immigrants, it all takes away from employment from the American people. I also think that just printing off money to counteract problems that America's experienced in the economy, and not having it, just printing it and continue to print without it being linked to anything tangible such as gold or anything like that could lead us to a place where inflation just continues to rise and rise. So I think there are lots of problems in the America of today. Yes.
Can we fix it?
Well, I'm not an economist, and so I mean I haven't really got any answers on that. But I think certainly we're going to have to change lifestyles maybe, and try and live within our means until the dollar gets back on track. I really don't have the answers, but we need some incentive to create employment, bring back jobs to America. I think we need the government to be more accountable for the decisions that they make, but certainly maybe more referendums on huge decisions that the government is making on our behalf. And certainly they can cut our taxes.
Michael Jeske. I give Valhalla permission to use my interview for this project, and I understand that it will be displayed on YouTube.
America broken?
That's a very deep question. If we mean if you mean financially, we are having problems, but America has a history of no matter how bad things can get, we always come back better than before. I'm thinking back to the Depression in the 30s, and if America was ever broken, that was a broken America. No jobs, people living on the streets, going hungry, begging. I was not there, but my parents have told me how bad it was, and how sometimes they didn't know if they were going to have food on the table other than bread and milk because they raised some cows. We have not gotten to that point, and I don't think we will ever get to that point, because it was built into our government to not have ever have a depression like we had in the 30s. I don't know if that answers the question. However, when you say broken, are we spiritually broken? Yes. I think no matter what your belief is, I think everybody has to have a belief. I'm hoping that the younger generation will, in spite of how they feel now, as they get older and they experience more, I'm hoping that they will just dig in and try to continue to make our country as best as we can. Nowhere else in the world can you have freedom to say what you please, no matter what it is. If you want to slam the president, you can do so. You just don't see that in other countries. And for that reason alone, I don't think America's broken. Yes, I think we're having some financial problems, but hopefully that can be rectified. As far as, I don't know. You're asking me these questions. I'm trying to think as far as what people think. Do we have a homeless population? Yes, we do. Are there people who don't want to work who should be working? Yes, there are. Are there people who want to work but can't work? Yes, there are. All of these different, what's the word I want to say? Different scenarios all contribute to what America is. But the bottom line is, no matter what happens, America always
Fix it.
Well, I think at the beginning of this interview, I alluded to how it can be fixed. But I really believe our young people are the ones that are going to be able to fix it. And I'm not saying someone maybe in their early teens, but I'm talking about college students, people in their 30s, 40s. To me, that's all young people because I'm old. But that's where our answer is going to be. And we have to know about the people who are running our government. When they run for office, we have to know everything there is to know about them. Not vote for somebody because, oh, my best friend's voting for him, or I like how he looks, or he's a minority, so I should vote for him, or, oh, he's my ethnic background, I should vote for him. No, you have to look at what that person has done and what is his experience, and are his beliefs similar to your beliefs. I think if everybody did this, I don't think America will be broken, or that thought would even, the thought would even enter people's mind. Every country has problems because of the diversity of the people who live here. And we have a very populated country. That makes a big difference for someone, say, like, or for a country, say, like, they have a lot of people too, but they don't, I was going to say Iran, but it's not the same as what we have here. We're talking a country that's very controlled to a country that has all the freedom you can have in the world. And so I think that's how we can fix it, by learning, by studying, and by getting involved.
My name is Neil Hayes, and I give all the permission to use this interview for this project, and I understand that it will be displayed on YouTube.
America broken.
I don't think America's broken. I think America is the greatest country in the world. I do think that there's a hairline fracture. I think that our national debt is probably getting close to insurmountable. I think we're so in debt to China, it's not even funny, and that's not a good position for us to be in. I think the left and the right, the politicians in Washington and locally, need to learn how to get along and do what's best for the country rather than what's best for their party. I think that some of the things that the politicians do are absolutely ridiculous. Pork belly spending is just atrocious. I think that entitlements are way out of hand, and if they don't cool down, it will ruin the country. As soon as we have as many people sitting at home on the couch as we have out working, then where are we? I think the middle class is almost non-existent. I'm all, I wish pay scales would come up for the working man, and I'm all for capitalism, but there's a huge gap in between the wealthy and the poor. And as far as the other side of the coin, as I said, the United States is the greatest nation in the world. Our technology is so far in front of every other country, it's not even funny. We do more research and development in the technology field than anybody else. I think the next 4 countries put together don't amount to the amount of R&D that the United States does. The dollar is still the benchmark for world trading. So, you know, it basically all comes back to the United States. We're working towards energy efficiency. As short a time as 2008, we were the world's biggest importer of oil. Right now, analysts say in 2020 that we should have enough oil reserves to be totally energy efficient, and we won't have to import any. If that happens, terrific. I'm semi-skeptical, but let's hope it happens. And lastly, the educational system in the United States is still the benchmark for the world. You know, eventually we will be surpassed by probably China and India. They have more people in college than we have in the country, so it's a matter of time. But you know, I like the chances of the United States to stay on top in all those different aspects, and it's the greatest country in the world.
How can we fix it?
I don't really know how to fix it. Get people back to work any way possible, get them pulling their weight, get them proud to make a fair income, get the left and the right in Washington working together, elect somebody into the big chair that will take the reins and steer this country in the direction it needs to go. You know, I really don't know how to fix it, but something's got to be done. I know that.